At the beginning of this video, I listed the 3 credit bureaus. If you knew, you knew, and if you didn't, that's what that was. That's going to play a central role in this short video, and why I'm about to explain why a lot of these people are treating repayment of student loans into the new PPP, trying to evade it, and why they're going to get themselves in trouble. This is one of those ones where I've got to give a blanket disclaimer this time on video so that these 2 companies don't come after me. For the record, I don't have a TikTok account, nor do I want one. I'm going to say, in my opinion, TikTok should not ever be sued for this, because people need to do their own research. So this is not me knocking the platform of TikTok. Some of you have a TikTok, I don't. But I don't blame TikTok for what I'm about to report. Number 2, Credit Karma. A lot of these people went through this website to fix their so-called student loans to make them go away. And that's what we're going to talk about. This video is not a slight to Credit Karma either. So I want both of those companies to know this isn't an attack on you. This is me going after people who put their name on the dotted line and now want no responsibility. Some person on TikTok, and here comes the article, it'll pop up as I talk, started this trend that to get out of this new student loan debt, all you have to do is cry foul, cry FERPA, go to creditkarma.com, dispute the loan payment. And then what they're saying, and I can't verify this. See, I don't owe student loans. I paid all of mine on credit card and paid that card off. Therefore, I don't have this problem. I've never been, if I've been to Credit Karma, I don't remember it. They're claiming you can go to Credit Karma, copy and paste something that they got from TikTok, and dispute the loans, and the loans will just go away. And you got people celebrating, oh, thank you, Jesus, and all this stuff, which, why you want to call on Jesus years after you got yourself into this mess, mystery to me. And whilst signing up for this thing on Credit Karma, they call FERPA. And the acronym for FERPA is Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. They're trying to say that because they call FERPA, they can completely get out of paying their student loans. Go find the videos on YouTube. And if you have TikTok, the clips on YouTube, and if you have TikTok, go see that. There are some silly people that are crazy enough to believe this. Oh, well, since Credit Karma said it, it's now off my report. Here's the problem. There are 3 main credit bureaus in the United States: Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. And let's put them on the screen again, the names, so that we can quit the confusion stuff. The same companies that you think you've evaded will still go to those credit bureaus within 30, 60, or maybe 90 days. It depends on the company, and still say you didn't pay that money. Why? Because you signed on the dotted line saying you were going to pay it. You cannot then come back years later. Oh, well, Joe Biden promised me this. That man was president 4 years and it never changed, and they kept talking. What did that tell y'all then? Second thing, heaven forbid you have a job, because they can start garnishing your wages now. You were already all warned. This is why I made a video before that happened saying, please go and speak to your credit bureau, because FERPA is a thing, correct, about getting a hold of people's records and things like that, but FERPA ain't gonna get you out of paying this. Number 3, a video. I just watched a YouTube video, and I won't say the name of the creator. At the end of that video, he played a young woman who also owes loans, but is familiar with applying for home loans. And the one thing she said was, just because you see one thing on the surface, we can see what's hidden. Meaning that when you went to Credit Karma and did this deceitful thing, what you did on Credit Karma, or what you thought you erased, will still show back up behind the scenes when they run a full credit. The top 3 credit bureaus are Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. If you were going to dispute anything, common sense tells you to go through the 3 credit bureaus. This is not a knock to Credit Karma because I heard that site is very effective. But it is possible, as of the recording of this video, that Credit Karma hasn't caught on to that scam in full yet. And so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Simply because you got to be smart enough when you know you signed on the dotted line to pay that bill. That was a contract. If you want to get out of a contract, you hire a lawyer and let them do all whatever legal finagling they're going to do. Well, oh, Credit Karma did this. You're trying to take shortcuts and paths and be cheap about it. You're only going to cost yourself more money because guess what's going to happen? The interest is still going to build and you're still going to owe that money. And for the record, the person who did that on TikTok to you all gave you this copy paste talking about FERPA. How do all of you who are misguided and went through that, how do you know that that wasn't just a trick to play games with you? TikTok was made, its inception, to entertain people, not to educate you like YouTube does. You can be entertained with YouTube, but you can also be educated. And yet that some of y'all are putting your face on camera and willfully saying, oh, I did this thing on Credit Karma. Let me tell y'all, I'm going to show y'all how to do it, and y'all don't ever have to pay that loan back. Trust and believe if somebody hasn't downloaded that video as evidence against you, they're gonna do it soon enough because you were crazy enough to not only fall for that, but put it out there and treat this like a quasi Ponzi scheme and tell other people, or a backwards reverse Ponzi scheme, and tell people how to get out of and evade a debt that they legally owe. Oh, I did it because TikTok told me to do it. You can't get any dumber than this. And don't ask me to have some compassion about this, because these are people who clearly didn't do their research. This false FERPA scheme is going to turn to the new PPP loan. Except they're not going to exactly arrest you. You're going to look up and they're going to take as much as your paycheck as need be until that loan is paid. And for people to sit in that video, and I won't say that content creator's name on YouTube, and sit and actually say, TikTok helped me get out of paying student loans, didn't try to blur their faces or anything. It tells to the level of idiocracy we have met that you think you can just put all your problems off on Credit Karma and TikTok, who you're not going to be able to sue because you put your name on those loans. A lawyer would be able to tell you that, a lawyer that specializes in student loans. I'm going to give you one benefit of the doubt. There are predatory loaners. I wouldn't know. I've never had a student loan and expressly stated that I never wanted one. Nor do I think college is for everybody, but that's a whole nother video if y'all want to do that. But a vetted lawyer who is an expert in this field, because there are lawyers who specialize in student loans and student loan debt and etc., could tell you that this isn't going to work. There was one girl that confessed that she went back to the website way after the fact and checked and found out, well, you know, I still owe the money. No, really? Y'all really think you're going to put your name on legally binding contracts and you're going to go to TikTok and Credit Karma and get out of legally binding contracts that you signed of your own free will? All Credit Karma has to do is say, we didn't catch on to this scam yet. And all TikTok has to do is say people should do their own research and own due diligence. Nobody told y'all to follow that advice. You just chose to, and now you put yourself in this predicament. I'm going to leave y'all with this, and I'm going to ask one question. Do you think the internet is making people more stupid? Or were they always this way and the internet is exposing them? All right. Tell me what y'all think. Please, if you on TikTok and you see this cover thing telling you to copy paste to Credit Karma, don't do it. Because if you ask me personally, I think somebody's doing this and learned both of those systems, both TikTok and Credit Karma, and they studied it to play games with these people. And if it is a prank, this person is winning. My guess, and I don't know, this is my speculation because I don't want nobody come back suing me later, is that this is a prank gone wrong. And because these people put themselves out there, oh, thank you, Jesus, I ain't paying that, they're going to mess themselves up. Talk to y'all next time.